No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. Quit talking about it and bring it. Over.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Breeze. And he's got his target. That's more. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, McCaffrey trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Hey, easy.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, zoom. Protein spill.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. 88. Kill. Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Hey, take 26. 54. Go.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Dontari Poe in on the stop. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. 2nd and 9. Rodgers, he gets this to Devontae Adams. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Mario Addison in on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. K1 Short, able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Breeze now on 1st down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, son.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Check pass.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Breeze buying time to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Here we go. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 5-1. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, Echo. It's just me and you. Mike, 50. We're good. 5-4. Ready.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. 21. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, easy. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
You got nothing. Hey, orbit. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
258. 54 Mike. Not today, you won't. Not today.
And again, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers to throw once more. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Jimmy Graham. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for them coming via the field goal, and this last one puts them out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll go again to Jones. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on first down, Breeze. It's caught by Aguilar.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Easy, opposite. Let's bring it.
Now Breeze on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
Watch the slant. Jump out.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Slant.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Jones has it. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, you block over here. Check. Topper!
Rodgers now. Going to throw again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got
Sammy!
Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Give them a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
56.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, kill!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Carolina.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. To throw is Breeze. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Williams. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Watch the curl. Hey, 88. Check hot route. Hot. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Now 4th down and 1.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Sammy!
One final try here for Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Green Bay, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they are...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with.